It's a Cleveland Browns podcast. Let's get the Gleam together. Cold Lake wind and orange lights. Sunday fire, dog pound nights. We won the scars, we stood the test. Brown and orange across our chest. From the Muni lot to the end zone line. This city's heart still beats in time. Through every loss and every dream, you can feel it rise. There's a gleam. Let's get the gleam together. This is our time. Let's get the gleam together. Whoa. Let's get the gleam together. This is our town.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of There's a Gleam podcast, the Cleveland Browns podcast. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, and on my clock, whether it's right or wrong, it's 12:06 p.m. We're a few minutes behind today. John, how you feeling today, buddy? How was your fourth?
Well, how am I feeling today is different than how I felt on the 4th.
Let's start with how was your fourth? Let's backtrack.
My
a little.
4th was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, had a great 4th of July. Did some picnicking with the family. Saw the Lakewood fireworks. Sat on my sister's roof of her garage. She lives over on Bunts in Lakewood, so we could see the fireworks from her garage. So yeah, the 4th of July was awesome. Today's not so awesome, Steve. It's like one thing after another. Well, that's why we're late too, because we had issues. I had the Browns call me. I didn't know the Browns called me this morning. I missed the phone call, but they left a message saying I'm 2 months behind on payments of my ticket plan, and I know I just paid June. So yeah, I'm flustered today.
I'm gonna be sitting by myself in our brand new seats to boot.
I'll get to the part. Yeah, just keep them. I don't even want them. They're practically. I don't know. It was a hectic morning, but I'm doing better now that you're back in studio. How was your time off?
It's crazy. You know, I'm realizing we miss a week. Everything. Yeah. I feel like I forget everything.
Yeah.
That's why we're late. I didn't have stuff ready for this or that, so we're not allowed to take weeks off. It was crazy. And apologize for missing last week. Full disclosure, it was my fault. John was raring to go, had stuff ready, and I'm like, so busy. So start back with my 4th. We had a great time. It was our boat club, the Chagrin Lagoon Yacht Club. Shout out to my family and friends over there. It was our regatta weekend. It goes Thursday to Sunday. And Deb was the chair of that event, which means she had to put it all together. And I basically was her right-hand man in this case. And then we had a bunch of people that helped out. I mean, a tremendous amount of people. But I thought weren't you there last year for one of the days for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big party. We had a blast, but man, it consumed so much of our time. It's a lot. And like I said, we had a lot of great people, but it was a good time. We did that this weekend. I kind of equate it to Christmas. You know, remember back, especially when you had the kids, remember, you know, the build up to Christmas, all the shopping you did throughout the months, all the planning, where we're going here, there, what's for dinner, what are we eating here? All that, then the buildup comes, and then Christmas comes, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, those 2 days, they fly by, and you're like, bam, it's over. Like all those months, and you're like, holy crap. That's how this was. All the preparation we did, all the stuff, and it seemed like it flew. But it was cool. You'd liked it. Our Commodore, Jeff Zika, he came up with the theme. We kind of collaborated, and he came up with the final theme. We celebrated America's 250th. Our club's 85th, and our skipperettes, that's the ladies who do stuff at our club, 75th, all on this date, those years apart was their anniversary. So, John, he came up with our theme name was Docked and Loaded. You know what I thought of right away?
Cocked and Loaded by LA Guns.
Yep. I'm like, did you get that from LA Guns? He's like, no. And Jeff's our age, so he would know it. No, didn't at all. But the first thing when he said that's exactly what I thought of. Mike Palmer said it's very hard to hear Steve. That's never a good thing. I love him.
That's a great thing, actually. I don't know. We've had so the platform StreamYard changed their settings when you log in, and I had a hell of a time getting on today. I thought I was going to have microphone issues.
And I thought you said mine was okay.
I can hear you okay, but
I don't know why.
Let me put it on. I'm going to hear on. I'm going to go on.
I think I know why.
What'd you do?
I think I got it. Mike, let me know if this sounds up better, Mike.
That actually sounds better to me right now.
It had me on the same thing. It had me on the other thing.
Your computer microphone it had you on.
Yep. So, Mike, if you could comment, buddy, let me know if that did it. And Debbie put, thank you for all your help and support. That's my wife right there. But
thank you, Mike.
Yeah, much better. Thanks, Mike. That's what we do. See, we can't. It's official. No more weeks off. Everything goes out the door. Everything turns to shit. So anyway, enough about that. Yeah, we had a good time. We didn't do our show, but you were a guest on a friend of show, Angel Ortiz, and his podcast, which is The Typical Browns Fan. And if you don't know, for those of you who don't, Angel's also part of the Bearded Browns podcast, also friends of the show, but you were on that. So how was that? I caught just a little bit.
Yeah, he called me. He texted me. I don't know. Must have been like 2 days before. He's like, hey, can you do a show on Thursday? And it just so happened that I had taken Thursday off to give myself a long 4th of July weekend. So I was able to do his Typical Browns podcast, which was awesome. I'll tell you what, Angel, he has some really smart questions. I would recommend anybody that wants to pick up a new Browns podcast, go listen to Typical Browns Fan. Angel does a great job. He's having guests on his show also. Really knowledgeable Browns fan.
What are you saying? He asked really good questions. We don't? Do we ask questions there?
I don't know. I guess we do a little bit in a way, but he's really good at what he does. And
there's a reason why they're the 2-time Bearded Browns. I believe we're 2-time Scene Magazine podcast, sports podcast. So congrats to those guys. Angel, Mike, and Dr. Chad. And I think they have a few other guys, Sam. So, friends of the show, good guys. For the record, he did ask me first a while back. Hasn't since, maybe because I said I couldn't at the time. But no, it was cool. I'm glad he reached out. We like those guys.
Did you say I'm sloppy seconds?
Right. So there you go. But want to do this real quick. You guys know where we're at, hopefully by now. YouTube, we're at There's a Gleam Podcast. Facebook, we're at There's a Gleam Podcast. X, we're at, right now we're still on at Hemi44. We're both on TikTok. John's at John There's a Gleam. I run the There's a Gleam podcast one. More importantly, check out our website, www.there'sagleam.com. You can leave a voice message, which we're still waiting. We're losers, dude. I don't think we've gotten one yet, have we? I think we got one, but I don't think we can play it on the air.
I think we got one. It was you testing it.
We did that, and I thought there was one that, I'm like, I don't think we can play that. And then up at the top, we have the Gleam store, which you've added stuff, which I forgot. The rock glasses and some other stuff. And again, thank you. We've had a few people reach out to us. We have gotten orders, and it's pretty cool. And I'm still got to put mine in.
So do I.
Not to be a pest, but I feel like Steve's mic is off, and his laptop mic is what we hear. Steve?
Yeah, Steve.
So you said there was a big change in stuff, so there very well could have. I'm
gonna go on X and listen real quick.
Yeah, I automatically adjust. All the other stuff looks like it's normal, so I don't know. Mike, you ever think maybe it's you? It's not me, it's you? It very well could be me. I'm sorry. I guess there was some changes, and this is the first time literally I popped back on. But anyway, there we are, social media. Mike, and you're not a pest. We appreciate the input because I don't want to look back later and be like, wow, that whole show was terrible.
Hey, Steve, I just was on TikTok, and you sound okay on the app. So for what it's worth. Yeah. I'm sorry. No, on X.
Oh, okay. That's most important because right now I think that's where we get most of our listeners. So shout out to our ex-friends, Facebook and YouTube. We're still trying to build that up again. We've climbed over the 1,000 mark on Facebook, which is awesome. It's a slow, steady climb. But anyway, today we got some stuff. We got some Browns news. We didn't do last week, so there might be a few things that it's been maybe 2 weeks, closer to 2 weeks. But you know what? We aim to please and we aim to catch up. So we do want to talk just a little bit of training camp. The Deshaun Watson, John, I guess you could try and explain because I don't understand shit about the cap and how all that works. And now talking insurance, but there's some Deshaun Watson insurance policy news.
Yeah, so I'm really good with numbers. So I can break this down like Jack Duffin can because I'm really good with the salary cap and back end money and all that stuff. That's actually not real. Actually, not real. I don't know, Steve. I don't know what the hell's going on. This insurance claims that the Browns have and the refund money that the Browns are getting. I guess Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk came out and said the Browns were getting like $89 million in cap credits for Deshaun Watson, but then Cleveland's own Jack Duffin had said that that number was different, that the Browns didn't get that much in salary cap credits. Yeah. I don't know, Steve. As far as I'm concerned, and I've said this before on the show, to me the money in the NFL is it's monopoly money. They move it, they shift it, they make things happen. Yeah, sure, it's going to be great once we don't have to have the Garrett contract and the Watson contract next year, that we'll have that money to work with. But as far as a lot of it, to me, it's just numbers that they can manipulate.
Well, yeah, I don't get it. It's a joke to cap. There's ways to circumvent it and all that. So whatever, we'll talk about it. We also have some Carson Schwesinger breaking a top 100 list we'll get to. We have some AFC North intel news, some NFL news. There's no land segment this week with the holidays. Neither one of us really ventured to. It was more about spending time with family and friends and cookouts, and nobody really wanted to see pictures or hear about our cookouts.
I have a little bit for that, though. I got a little land segment.
You know what? That's right. You did say something before. There was something you did want to at least talk about. So yeah, we do have a brief something. Yeah. Inside the dog pound, we got our free agent fight of the week. This guy's he's actually a cutie. His name's Punky. So we got some tailgating lot zoo news and a little bit more. So we'll jump into some Browns news here first. And like I said, no, we're a little bit late here with it, but I did want to mention the training camp schedule. That's always kind of a fun thing, we're getting closer here. And I do have that. Hopefully you can see it pretty good on our screen. It's what we had posted, but there is, what is it, John? 9 official days. Training camp is official.
9 days.
Yep. There's 9 of them open to the public, but you do have to get tickets now. Us being season ticket holders, we will have a slight advantage here because we usually get first crack. And knock on wood, so far I've been able to get tickets every year. I think they only give you like up to 4, is it?
Yeah. So, Steve, I was on the Browns website this morning because they were saying I didn't make my payments.
Yeah. You better square that away because I think
I am. I'm actually, after the show, I'm getting a hold of the ticket rep because I don't know what's going on with them. But anyways, I looked on the website and they do go, you can start claiming tickets. They're not for sale. They're free. You claim your tickets starting July 13th, I believe it said on the Browns website. So I actually would like to try and get that one of those Saturday practices if I could.
I think it was season ticket. I have here season ticket members get first access on Tuesday, July 14th. And then
14th. Okay.
The general public on Wednesday, July 15th at 10 a.m. And FYI, I know this isn't Steve's rant and roll time, but for those of you that get those tickets and try and sell them, you're garbage. Don't be those people. Give them away to people. It's
exactly. It's free.
Give them the kids. I despise that. I get them with the intention of going, but life gets in the way, work gets in the way, and there's times I can't. I generally reach out to either friends first or I'll go out to social media. Hey, and if there's a kid involved, boom. So don't charge people. Don't be those people. You're better than that. Forget what it's from. You're better than that. But first one we said was what? Rookies report July 23rd. Veterans are July 28th. All practices this year will be 1:30, and the first one open to the public is July 31st, and the last one I believe was August 12th. I see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So all 1:30. You gonna try and get to any, John?
I want to try and get to that August 8th, Saturday, August 8th.
Okay, we'll have to try.
They've got each practice also has a theme, like Superhero Day on August 4th, Military Appreciation, America 250 on Wednesday, August 5th, Stay in the Game August 6th. So they do different things for each day at camp.
You picked August 8th. That's Junior Brown's back. Why aren't we going to Superhero Day? Aren't we?
I got to work. That's a Tuesday.
Well, when you run your own multi-$1,000 company like myself, I can afford it. I see Tuesday the 11th is also Brown and Orange Day. So interesting. Yeah, I did just see that. That's kind of cool. Military Appreciation, Wednesday, August 5th. So cool. We'll get some, I think, tag. And we're branching out with There's a Gleam. You might hear more tag comments, which is us. There's a Gleam. See what we did there.
I like that.
I do too. Might have some more merch. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I know John's been working feverishly on some new merchandise, some new logo stuff. But anyway, Tag would like to be present for that maybe. So
yeah,
I think we'll have to do that. All right, here's the big one.
What?
This is the Deshaun Watson insurance story. Did the Browns save almost $90 million or what? I know you started to talk about it a little bit. You want to expand a little more?
Yeah, real quick. But I do want to say one thing about training camp. I'm interested at this training camp. I remember last year watching the training camp with Stefanski's, and I don't know if this means anything. I don't attend any other team's training camp, so I don't know how they run things. But last year, during the warm-ups with Stefanski and the players, it was so lackadaisical, Steve.
Really?
The players were just kind of going through the motions, like they were goofing around, fucking around. Like even my sister, she was like, "Is this how they?" Because she had never been to a practice, and she asked, like, "Is this how they practice?"
Mm-hmm.
Because it was so sloppy. So I want to see if Todd Monken's got this team firing like an engine and not a bunch of guys just doing their own thing.
Some of the early reports I know when they were doing the voluntary camps it was already a different feel, what they were doing, drills they were doing and stuff. So I think that if it's anything like volunteer camps have been so far and stuff, the mini camps, I think the answer to your question will be yes, but we shall see.
Yeah. As far as the Deshaun Watson story, Steve, I touched on a little bit, where the Browns are saving almost $90 million in contract due to the injuries that he's had over the last couple of years. I guess the insurance pays. If they pay for it, and then they also get credit through the cap.
Mm-hmm. And that's over from a 5-year period, like 24 through 29 or something.
Right.
It's not like, you're going to have 9 million available in cap space. That doesn't exactly work like that, but sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, that's okay. I just feel that this whole Deshaun Watson story for me, I'm just exhausted by it. I can't wait for the day that he's gone. I think we should have a podcast on the day that he's officially out of Cleveland, and I'll probably take off of work and we'll have some beers.
There you go. That sounds like a plan, right?
Yeah. I'm so tired of the Deshaun Watson story, Steve.
Nah, yeah. I hope and pray he doesn't win the quarterback job because I don't really see the point in the future. I think most people are ready to be done. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. But I guess, John, let me ask you this. I'm assuming it's Andrew Berry. He's been criticized relentlessly for the Watson contract, and rightfully so. But if the Browns really protected tens of millions of dollars through the insurance, does Berry deserve at least some credit for limiting the damage?
Of course. I think so. I think the Browns, well, I don't know if Berry gets credit for that because I think that's in place throughout the NFL. Mm-hmm. These insurance, especially on these big contracts. Maybe every contract's insured. I'm not even totally sure about that. But when you have a $250 million contract or 230,
let me ask you this, John. As season ticket holders, will we be compensated for any of that with any of that money? And you could clip that.
Well, I hope so because I need someone to pay for my tickets this week.
I need reimbursement for all the alcohol I've had to drink and stuff. So yeah, no. Yeah. Let me ask you this, John. Does the insurance protection change your opinion of how the Browns handled the Watson contract at all? Or is it the original decision is still too bad to overcome?
Well, I think the whole contract was a bad idea from the get-go.
Yeah.
Just giving guaranteed money, the whole thing guaranteed. That was just a dumb trying to get him in here. That was just a bad move.
I mean, you've seen some. Remember when Kirk Cousins signed his? Didn't he get like 3-year fully guaranteed? I mean, granted, it's only 3 years and it was like 80-something million. But at the time, I mean, this was a precedent, I guess, with it being so high, so much. But yeah, I agree. I agree with you, I think.
Yeah.
All right, we got some more. Enough about him.
Yeah, thank you. I'm done. Done with that guy.
Talking about him. There were some front office moves. Nothing huge, but the Browns hired Ryan Grigson and also promoted Chris Cooper. Grigson, if you remember, at one point returned back to the organization for his third stint, I believe. He was a former Indianapolis Colts GM, and so it adds another experienced evaluator to the Browns personnel department. John, let me ask you a couple things. With a new coaching staff, major roster changes, and a team trying to find its next long-term quarterback, the Browns continue to keep adding experienced behind-the-scenes people. Do you think these are good moves, or do you even care what the front office additions anymore? Or?
Yeah, I think it's good moves for the Browns. I remember reading about Andrew Berry being part of a kind of like a think tank, along with some of the NBA general managers, one being, I think, the San Antonio Spurs general manager.
Okay.
And so I think that Andrew Berry is doing a good job of getting input from other people with a strong background in football. And I think it's a lot better going this route than adding another person that knows analytics to the department. Give me a football guy. Let's get some football guys in here. And I think it's gonna do nothing but help the Browns and help Andrew Berry. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, there's that part of me like, is too many, too much, you know, they're gonna be too many, and also who exactly are you bringing in? I mean, you can bring Joe Schmo. Let's hope it's not the guy off the street that told Jimmy to get Johnny Manziel. Remember that guy? So I guess it would depend on who, but in the surface, though, adding experienced guys like that with a good track record, I guess probably isn't a bad thing. It just at the end, he's made call, and let's give him his credit. So far, to his credit, we technically don't know about this draft, but all indications, everybody, I think most people thought it was a good draft. Last year, obviously proved to be a good draft. We did see those results on the field, so time will tell, but we'll find out here.
Yeah, I'll push back a little bit on the draft. A lot of people say, "Oh, he had a good draft this year." We don't know. We have no idea. Concepcion and Boston could be complete busts, and then where are we at in 2 years?
Yeah, but according to what he said what he said. I think Denzel Boston's going to lead the team in receiving. So
I think he's going to have a good year.
I hope so. For our sake, more importantly, for our sake, I pray he does. But
right,
there you go. All right, and then we had some Carson Schwesinger makes the NFL top 100.
Yeah, and that's voted upon by players.
Mm-hmm.
So he came in at 93 out of 100, which there are a lot of people talking that, hey, why is he 93? He should be lower than that, because Jared Verse the year before as the defensive rookie of the year I think he was like 53, somewhere around there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So people are saying, why is Schwesinger so high at 93? Well, the Browns didn't win much. That's probably why. But hey, is Schwesinger the face of the defense for the Browns right now? Or is it Verse or who? Ward?
Ooh. That's a good call. I'm hoping that it turns into Verse. I almost said Messi because I've got my little clicker over here with sports channel on, and I saw Messi's name in it. I mean, longevity, would you say Ward? He's not always healthy, though. Doesn't make as big of an impact.
I think just personally, I feel like a face of a defense cannot be a corner. And I don't think it can really be a safety. I think your face, your defense has to be like defensive end or linebacker.
Yeah. I think, it's tough to appoint him so early, 1 year into it, although it was a great rookie season. And Verse just got here. So I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see for right now. But I guess if you had to right now, if you had to pick somebody.
I guess if I had to pick somebody for the face of the defense, I'd have to go Schwesinger.
Yeah, so would I. The thing we just said, I'm like,
yeah, it just adds up to be Schwesinger.
I mean, but I'm hoping first, from what I've kind of seen and heard with him at these mini camps and stuff, the way he's definitely seems like he will be more of a vocal.
I agree.
Vocal leader than what Miles ever was. Now if he could come close to what Miles did on the field, which ultimately matters the most, then now we're really talking. But he definitely seems like he embraces it, wants to be that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But you had something too about Quinshon Judkins expected back to lead the Browns running back room. I know I don't know if we had hit on that before.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's going to be healthy for the season. He's practicing now. I think the Browns have expressed confidence in his recovery, and he's done all the work. And I think Quinshon Judkins is going to be a beast this year. I really do. What he did last year behind a really bad offensive line.
Yeah.
And I don't know even know if this year's offensive line will be much better, but it's got to be better than what we had last year.
Right. No, I agree. I mean, on the surface, you think we're better.
What do you think? 1,000 yards for him? 1,200?
In my opinion, 1,000 yards doesn't mean as much as what it once used to. I think we talked about it. What's that? You got to average basically about 60-something yards a game, which
right.
My lead running back's only getting 60-something yards a game. I'm like,
Yeah, that ain't good enough. That's not enough.
No, I mean, 8, and then add in the 17 games to boot. Wow. Yeah, that 1,000-yard thing sounds.
Let me ask you, Steve. What do you think a running back is the good yards per game? What would you be happy with as a coach if your running back could get you X amount of yards? What is that?
I just did the quick math in my head, i.e. my phone. If you average 80 yards a game for the 17 games, that's 1,360 yards. 80 yards isn't terrible. I mean, a lot of people are like, especially you do fantasy stuff, 100-yard running back. So 80 is at least respectable. Figuring you're getting about 20 carries a game, average 4 yards a carry, which is a solid average.
Yeah.
I'd say you got to hit at least 80 yards. So to answer my own self right there, that's you better be doing 1,300 plus yards. Now we're more into that 1,000-yard back type thing, I think, like before.
13, 14.
In my opinion, like I said, that's 80 yards a game. What do you think?
Well, let's see. When we used to have 16 games, so they would say 1,000 yards was the what everybody wanted divided by 16. That's 62 yards a game. That doesn't seem like much. I think the 80
doesn't seem like a lot, does it?
No.
Most backs, they're giving the backs 20. I mean, that's 3 yards an average, which I guess isn't, again, terrible.
No, I'm with you, Steve. 1,300 yards is a really good season,
especially with the extra game now. And I see for our fantasy friends out there, and we're in that, my running back gets me only 60-something yards a game. I'm freaking out, going, what the heck? So,
right.
Dominic said 4 to 5 yards a carry. I would agree. So
yeah,
you got 17 games. I think, at least 75. We'll split some differences here. So if you go 75, and you average what? 75 yards? Does that sound about
times
fair?
18.
18
games. Do I got to do everything?
They're not 18 games.
What are you talking? The NFL, they play 17 games. Sorry. I'm a couple years ahead when they move it to 18.
You're already jumping for it. There's 18 games.
18.
That's 1275. That's
I'm saying 1,300.
You had me second guessing. You know what? Again, we can't take weeks off. I forget everything in a matter of 2 weeks. So 75 yards a game, 17 games for the season. That's 1275. So yeah, I think you do 1,300. Now you're talking about being one of the
top backs.
Yeah,
I agree.
Our buddy Rob Jake, only 17 rushers ran for 1,000 yards last year. I don't care, Rob. That means they're all average. Your generation is the participation. Give everybody a participation trophy. Shut up. I say that with love and respect, and thank you for all your service. Rob is in the Navy, and we appreciate you, buddy. But you know what I mean? And I didn't realize that. Only 17. Okay, so but 1,000 yards, just to me, it doesn't seem like what it once was.
It's not.
Rob said
parents give the trophies.
not the
Rob,
kid.
not the kids.
So wait till I see your parents again. No. So yeah, I would agree. Last thing I think we had in Browns news was, well, and on a positive. How's this?
I love it.
The Browns are an ESPY finalist. They've been named a finalist for the Sports Humanitarian Team of the Year Award. And that's scheduled for July 14th. So there you go. What do you think about that? The organization gets plenty of criticism for football decisions, but it's community work throughout Northeast Ohio that continues to receive national recognition. So give them props for that because they are pretty active in our community. So
they are. And I do think the Browns do a fantastic job in the community. Not so much on the field, but in the community, they're good.
Fair point. All right, so we're going to kind of add something to some extent. We, if you've been following us on social media, our Facebook, X, TikToks, we've got different things we post every week, from Gleam confessions to what was it? Gleam
Showdown, the Gleam Showdown.
Gleam Showdown is the official thing. There's a Gleam Legends where we spotlight a legend every week, or in our mind, a legend that he said what he said. So we want to kind of go over. So last week, well, we missed the week before, but the week before we did our There's a Gleam Legend was Don Rogers. So phenomenal guy.
And that actually happened. And I didn't realize when I posted that, I posted that like in the same week that he passed away in 1986.
Look at Rob even going a step further. Hey, I think we just found our producer.
Oh, yeah, we did find our producer. And the great thing about it is I know Rob will work for Beer.
That is true. Only 5 rushers over 1,300 yards. Dominic also chimed in, producer number 2, passing league. Now, that is true. I will admit that. He also said crazy, only 20 wide receiver tight ends with 1,000 yards. All right, whatever.
You're wrong. You're wrong, Steve. Sit down. You're wrong.
Maybe I'm thinking of Madden. My Madden game. If my guys get me 60 yards in Madden, then he's out. So
I think I'm thinking of Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson.
Oh, Rob said for us too, it'd be free though. So thanks, Rob. So yeah, Don Rogers, that was a good one. And then this past week, is Ernest Biner, who is one of my all-time favorites. Part of the reason I do like the number 44. And that I like the write-up you did with him as well. So those were our Gleam legends over the last 2 weeks. The Gleam confessions, and I think I had these here. The week before that we missed, you had I did like this. I still blame the refs for the Browns loss. Which game was it? And we got some comments on that one. Austin Offord said the no call on the helmet to helmet hit in the Kansas City playoff game Baker's year was at 20.
Yeah. I think I saw Mike Palmer also talk about that play too.
Yeah, but that was for them. I thought that was a pretty good one. Especially most recent and significant. That was a good one.
I would have said the Jacksonville Bottlegate game.
For those, yeah. Well, that was crazy. They got that play off.
I know. We got scammed.
I agree. Then this week, their current one was our Gleam confession number 4 is I moved Browns merchandise in front of Steelers merchandise at a store, and we got some good responses with that. One that jumped out to me was again on Facebook. Chris Cantor, friend of the show, said this cracked me up. Many times, numerous places. Isn't that our duty as Browns fans?
Yes, it is, Chris.
I love that, Chris. Clip that. I love it. That was cool. So those were some of the responses for that. And then the Gleam Showdown. Last week, you had, and this was a good one, I thought. Gleam Showdown was, give me a second. It's not, there we go. Brown jersey, orange pants versus white jersey, white pants. This one surprised me, John. It was a little closer than what I thought. Any venture to guess who came out ahead in that one?
Well, I'm going to say that the brown jersey, orange pants came out on top.
You know what? That's my personal favorite. I've told you, I love when we were the brown and orange, the old school. I love that color pattern. Curious to see what any of our listeners out there think as well during this, but on ours, it was slightly in favor of the white jersey, white pants.
Well, that's interesting.
That's what I thought.
On my TikTok, I had not a lot, 21 comments, but a lot of them were, I had one like them both. C. Jacob had all white uniforms. Kit Kat 67 said Brown's jersey with orange pants. JC said love the classic orange and brown, and then another one for both. So I had a lot of brown and orange on this one.
That then puts that ahead because it was pretty close. I looked on the other platforms. I didn't see yours. So if that is the case, if you're more with that, then it would scale back the opposite way then, because on the other ones, it was only within a matter of a couple. And the two most common things I remember people saying was they like the classic look. Yeah. And the other thing was, like Dom said, clean. White on white is clean. I did hear that. And then the other ones, it reminded him of the Kosar, Aaron. Kosar liked the white on white. Yeah, and I had people responding that the brown and orange reminded them of the Cardiac Kid era, which I agree. That's when I started really watching and understanding football during that. So, that kind of probably why for me as well. And then finally, we had he said what he said. So last week, talking about draft picks. What's that?
Not to cut you off, but real quick, the Gleam showdown for this week, I just put it up. You can only do one, Steve. You can tailgate and not go to the game, or not tailgate and go to the game. Would you?
Right now, it's kind of easy after the shit we've watched for years, and we did experience this for a good time when we used to be the Muni crew at the Muni lot. It was tailgate, and I'm not going. I don't want to end my buzz, and I don't want to end my good happy feeling. So I'm not going to go watch the crap at that stadium. So there were a few times we had left saying we gave them to other people and said, I don't want to watch this, and stayed and tailgated. I'm hoping that it changes. That's part of the reason we stopped tailgating. I think unlike others, we held on to our tickets because we always thought there's a Gleam. It's going to change. So we never gave up on the tickets and the Browns completely. But based on
we were close.
Yeah, very close. What would you say?
Right now, I would rather just tailgate.
I mean, it's sad, but I'm sorry. It's been better since, the last so many years. We have had 2 playoff appearances, so
yeah, it has.
It's been a little better. It's not as bad of our misery of back in the teens there and stuff.
Like the games we go, how many games, Steve, like mid 2000, like 2010, 2012 on that, we would leave. We how many times did we leave early?
Oh, I remember
first quarter.
I want to say the Pittsburgh, we remember at halftime, this team will not come back from being whatever we're down 18 points, 21 points.
Yeah.
We're like, we have no shot. I'm not wasting my time. And we left. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say kind of, but I blame the Browns too. You made me do that.
Yeah. You made me. Exactly.
So I agree. But, so that he said what he said, the segment I kind of do on Tuesdays. Last week, I said what I said was that Denzel Boston will lead the Browns in receiving yards in 2026. I got a little slack. Some said, way to go on a ledge there. I mean, thanks, pal. I forget who it was, but it was kind of funny. But I do believe, I think he's going to be our leading receiver. He was the second receiver drafted, and Concepcion could have been. I'm expecting a big year. I almost went not only receiving, but catches, get the trifecta: catches, receiving yards, and touchdowns. But I don't want to look too stupid, so I'm going with just receiving yards. I do well enough on my own. And then this week, what I did was this one I wholeheartedly believe. I believe Jared Verse will have double-digit sacks, which he has yet to do in his young career, and he's going to have a career year this year. So that's my bold prediction.
I don't know if he's going to have a career year.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know what he's going to be in this Browns defense, Steve. I think he might. What if he has 8 sacks again? Are you okay with that? Or do you expect more? I'm just asking questions because I don't know how he's going to be used.
I fully expect him. He's never. I think his highest was 7.5, 8 sacks.
Yeah, 8 sacks.
I fully expect him to hit double digits for some reason. And, I know thinking about it, Schwartz isn't here anymore. And, he was a big part of what that defense, was and did. So 7.5, but I think on this team with this defense, I think we're a top. I still think even with Miles gone, we're a top 10 to 15 defense, and who knows, maybe better. I think there's definitely talent there with that defensive line, with the depth they've added and the pieces. I'm expecting. I think our defense, I'm going to say it. I think our defense is better than what LA was last year in LA for them. So I'm expecting
interesting.
More.
Okay.
And I'm expecting him to be the leader.
Yeah, so, I agree with that. He needs to be.
You did a thing that was pretty interesting. It was the Johnny Manziel post. Who's the biggest clown to come through Cleveland?
Oh my God, Steve! I had so many comments on this post.
On Facebook alone, I think it was over 300 plus comments just on that, and I didn't even see some of the other ones. But
I had like 200 on TikTok. I couldn't keep up answering people. I tried, but it's just so many. A lot of them. So I'm not going to say the names, but just go through some of the comments. Steve, somebody had Keith Hernandez.
I didn't see that one. That's hilarious stuff.
Kevin Stefanski, Freddie Kitchens, Kellen Winslow Jr. He was a clown. Brandon Whedon, LeBron James.
Oh, okay.
Hugh Jackson.
You did say to come through Cleveland. Hugh? It's
Trevor Bauer.
Wow.
These there were some great comments in these. A lot of people said Johnny Football.
Yeah. Well, I thought the classic one, and it's probably dating his age, but I think his name was Al Larson. Did you see he put who's the biggest clown? He went with Tim Conway. Remember Tim Conway, the comedian?
Conway's from Cleveland.
I mean, technically, biggest clown. He was a funny man, and he was from Cleveland. So that was his. But I did see a lot of votes for Watson as well.
Yeah.
I did see the Winslow, LeBron, Andre Rison. There's a name from
Andre Rison, yeah.
Shador got some. Miles got some. This one got, remember Mike Junkin?
Oh, yeah. Mad Dog in the Meat Market.
When we were trying to think of a name for the show, we threw out some different things. And
oh, that's right.
Remember we had something in there about Mad Dog in a Meat Market.
Yeah.
We're like, nobody's going to get it if they weren't around then, really. So
right.
Justin Gilbert I saw that.
That's a good one.
Somebody also put the whole Browns team. Like, that's harsh, but you got some good responses.
Yeah, it was some funny comments on that one, I gotta say.
Yeah. All right, that's for Browns news. That's all we had for that, which was quite a bit. It's so funny because this is like the dead week. We're only a few weeks away before training camp starts, and that really kicks back up. So we're in that little bit of a lull time, but still find some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, there's stuff out there.
I forgot to add that pretty picture of me. I forgot I had that up there, but there was that. So AFC North Intel news. We have a little bit of that to go, and I think I'm going to dread hearing some of it, though.
Well, I'll make it not so painful, Steve. Maybe I won't use his name. I'll just say what number is he? 12? 8? I'll just say old number 8. I think you're right. Anyway, so we'll start with Baltimore Ravens. They've got a new play-by-play guy, if it matters to you. Not really. Jerry Sandusky had been doing the play-by-play in Baltimore for over 20 years as the voice of the Ravens, and he's retired. And now they have a guy named Kyle Humans doing it. But kind of made me think about our past announcers, and made me think of Nev Chandler. Remember how good Nev Chandler was back in the day?
Pandemonium Palace. And I got to stop you for a second. When you said Jerry Sandusky, I thought of the first guy.
Not that one.
The Penn State one. Was the Penn State assistant coach that was accused of the whole sexual misconduct with the boys or whatever. I'm like,
no, this is Jerry with a G.
Jerry with a G. I got it. Jerry with a G.
And we can talk about the Steelers and number 8. Old number 8.
Old number 8.
Came talking about his reunion with head coach Mike McCarthy. Mm-hmm. And he said it's filled with familiar concepts through their years together with their time in Green Bay. And McCarthy.
They were saying that they're going back to the old playbook.
Just that number 8 understands the concepts and is familiar with what McCarthy is running.
All right.
So we'll see. A lot of people are saying, look out for the Steelers.
Well, so John, let me ask you this. Is the familiarity between Rodgers and McCarthy an advantage, or are the Steelers trying to win with an offense from another era?
Great question. I would think that their relationship is an advantage, that they've worked together before. You're not trying to mix two people that have never come together, so you know that they've won together. So yeah, I think it's an advantage for the Steelers.
Okay. Speaking of offenses and stuff, the Ravens, there was some more news out of Baltimore with that, wasn't it?
What?
Did you see that?
No, what was it?
Well, that the new offense could unlock Lamar Jackson again.
Oh, okay.
So one of their big storylines I read going into camp, heading into camp, is the new offense under, I think his name's Declan Doyle.
Yeah, Declan Doyle.
Yeah, the early reports that Lamar really likes the new system. I think that was one of the sticking points with, Monk was there. Wasn't he not happy with the system or something, allegedly, or whatever? So anyway, Baltimore, there's also been a trend, they said. Lamar won an MVP in his first season with Greg Roman as an offensive coordinator. Then he won another MVP season in his first season with Todd Monken.
Oh boy!
Now he gets a new offensive system.
Another MVP.
Could he, if you believe in that, history, could he making a run for a third, three-time? That would suck. But anyway, only other thing, we'll skip some stuff. The Bengals, we did find a little bit of that.
The Bengals, to me, Steve, are the team to watch. They're the team to watch this year.
I think so. They had everything in place. Everything, like we talked before, everything is going to be based on Joe Burrow.
Yeah. And they're the only team with returning head coach, so nothing's changed. And Joe Burrow remains one of the top quarterbacks in football. So my money's on the Bengals.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
If it's not the Browns, I think
the Bengals.
There's a lot of question marks with two new coaches, an old quarterback over there with Baltimore. Talent-wise, do you think Baltimore has the most talent, though, or do you still think it's Cincinnati?
I think it's Cincinnati, especially their offense. They're loaded.
Well, I will say this heading into this training camp, this division feels completely different than years past. I mean, you got, like we said, Aaron Rodgers and McCarthy are reunited again for one more run. Baltimore with their new offense for Lamar Jackson and a defense that could be loaded. We'll wait and see. They added Hendrickson. Cincy with Joe Burrow, he's healthy. The offensive line returns intact. That was another thing. But the defense has major questions. And at Cleveland, we have a new era. We have our own new coaching staff and a quarterback competition. Surprise. So right now, John, before training camp starts, rank the four AFC North teams from first to fourth in your opinion.
I'm going to go Cincinnati 1, Baltimore 2, Cleveland 3, Pittsburgh 4. What about you? What's your? It was Cincinnati 1, Baltimore 2, Cleveland 3, Pittsburgh 4.
Okay. I would probably agree with all in that exact order myself. All right. I'll ask one last thing. Which team has the most pressure on them in 2026?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Really? Just because it's McCarthy, Rodgers, one last.
It's Aaron Rodgers. It's McCarthy. There's a big expectations that they're reunited together. I think they've. What team do you think has the most pressure on them right now?
We need a little bit of controversy, and we can't always agree. I am going to go. You know what? Since everybody else and their mother made changes, I'm saying Cincinnati. They stuck with their head coach. So I'm going to say Cincy has the most. They have, and we just both said they're probably. We rank them first in our big picture. So I say it's Cincy.
Okay.
They decided not to make a change at coaching, so they better put up or shut up then.
I agree with that 100%. I hate when I agree with you.
I have my moments. You usually are better. So, all right. We got quick sponsor read here. And that will be for you for our wet jet
pressure washing. All right, summer's here, guys, and if your house, driveway, deck, or patio didn't survive the Ohio spring looking its best, might be time for a refresh. That's where Wet Jet Pressure Washing comes in. Based in Painesville Township and serving all of Northeast Ohio, Wet Jet has been helping homeowners and businesses look their best since 2001. House washing, roof cleaning, gutters, concrete sealing, deck restoration, commercial, fleet cleaning, you name it, they clean it. And these guys aren't showing up with a pressure washer from the hardware store. WetJet is fully insured, bonded, and uses professional-grade equipment along with eco-friendly cleaning solutions to get the job done right. Summer means cookouts, family gathering, graduation parties, and spending more time outside. Make sure your home looks its best for every guest who stops by. And here's the best part. Mention There's a Gleam podcast and get $75 off WetJet's house wash and exterior window cleaning package. Give Scott and the team a call at 440-283-WASH. That's 440-283-9274. Or visit wetjetpressurewashing.com. WetJet Pressure Washing, clean that stands out. Let's get the Gleam back.
Bravo.
And I know one of our listeners did call WetJet Pressure Washing, and I'll tell you what.
He got a good price,
good deal on it. Yeah. So definitely, if you're looking for a little, look, I did my own pressure washing earlier in the year, and by the time I got my power washer, set everything up, rented it, brought it home, did the work, took it back. It was 4 hours later. I should have just paid WetJet pressure washing, and that's my 2 cents.
I would agree with you with that one. I did. I saw Scott over the weekend. He's in my boat club, and he said that we're finally paying off for him. It sounds like.
Exactly.
You said you did have a brief thing about the land. I thought.
Yes.
What do you got for us?
Well, I'll make it quick, Steve. Since we're actually already, it's almost 1 o'clock. I don't know how that's happening.
Saw that.
Oh my gosh!
Just saw that, thinking. I thought we got through Browns news and stuff quick this time. We didn't.
No. So we went to the Guardians game on Friday night. $1 dog night, fireworks, $2 beers in the district. Awesome time.
Best value in all of Cleveland right there.
It's awesome. It was a great time. So anyways, here's the deal. I found out because I ate 6 hot dogs, I think. If you want the hot dogs that are grilled, the first level has grilled hot dogs for $1 dogs. If you like your hot dogs steamed, you go in the upper deck and get your hot dogs.
Now, question: when you say grilled, that's not a grill, but on a flat top, right?
It's on a flat. Yeah, it's on a flat top. Like a what do you call it?
Like a Blackstone or whatever.
Blackstone. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, they grill them on like these Blackstones.
Yeah. I saw that years ago. I was going to the main team merchandise, the main one there at the ballpark.
Yeah.
And I saw all them throw the hot dogs on there, and they were right on that flat top. I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, Dominic said, love me $1 dog night.
Who doesn't? Dude, $1 dog night is great.
True story. Several years ago, Dominic and I went to a game, and we're like, it was $1 dog night. We're like, we're having a contest. It's on.
How many did you do?
We hit double digits. I know for a fact. I call bullshit, but he won. He beat me by a dog or two. And this was us showing restraint. Like, we were sitting there during the game, and we're like, we didn't want to look like pigs in front of people. So we were trying to do like 1 an inning. I mean, we could have been doing 2 an inning, but we're like, we're not going to look like that. But I do remember him not doing a bun or two. Because
that doesn't count. It's like Joey Chestnut. You got to eat the bun too.
That's what I think, but $2 beers, that's Jacobs. But no, $1 dog night, Dominic, that was a great time. That was a fun time. I think.
Yeah, they had $2 beers before the game from 5 until 7:10.
Yeah, isn't it the Miller Lite or whatever?
Yeah, they switch it. Coors Light and Miller Lite. Last game was Miller Lite.
Okay, yeah, I've seen them been before where it's Miller Lite. So,
great time though. I mean, $2, dude. I slammed like 1, 2, 3, 4 beer. I think 4 beers like in 20 minutes.
He corrected me. Actually, it was 13 was the final number. And the only reason we stopped because a lady was judging us. We did feel like these guys again. Well, I mean,
how could you get judged on Dollar Dog Night? You got to eat as many as you can.
Right. So, no, that was a good time. But all right, cool.
All right. So that was a little land segment going to the ballpark.
All right. Well, let's pop into here real quick.
All right, dog owners, this one's for you. And with our new partnership with Euclid Pet Pals, if you're thinking about adopting a dog or you just brought one home, first off, that's awesome. Second, nobody told you how fast that part adds up. That's where Poo Poo We Do comes in. They're a pet waste removal service based in Paynesville Township, covering all of Lake County, and they handle the job nobody wants. Weekly, monthly, or even one-time cleanups, especially after a long Northeast Ohio winter when the snow melts and it really sets in. And let's be honest, everyone loves a dog, but no one's racing outside for cleanup duty. Services start as low as $15 for one dog, which is pretty much a no-brainer if you value your time or your shoes. And they've been doing this for 4 years, and they keep it simple. You call, they show up, and they clean it up, and you're done. So if you're bringing home a dog from Euclid Pet Pals or just tired of dealing with it yourself, this is the move. Call 440-941-9798 for a free quote and let them know you heard about them on There's a Gleam podcast. Poo Poo We Do. You handle the fun part, they handle the dirty work. Let's get that Gleam back.
Yeah, they've been great partners so far. So I keep waiting for that one where they say they, got one of the dogs. I go on and track them to see. There's a few of the dogs are still there. So that we've done. I thought one was adopted though, but I gotta double check now. So
who's our dog this week?
All right. So for this week, and I'm gonna let you do the rest. So for this week, let me pull that up there. All right. Once again, it's our favorite community segment. It's Inside the Dog Pound, where we help a deserving dog get off the free agent list and find their forever home they've been waiting for. This week's free agent fighter of the week is a young, energetic playmaker who is ready to bring some serious excitement to his new team. Meet Punky. Punky may be the cutest one so far, and they're all cute in their own rights. But Punky's a 2-year-old pit terrier mix who's absolutely full of life, personality, and enthusiasm. This guy doesn't believe in sitting on the sidelines. He wants to be right in the middle of the action, whether it's going for a long walk, playing a game of fetch, exploring new places, or simply showing off his speed and some zoomies around the yard. Punky is happiest when he's on the move and having fun. At just 2 years old, Punky is still a young prospect with plenty of energy, and his best years are ahead of him. He's looking for an active family that can keep up with his playful spirit, continue helping him learn, and give him all the love and attention he deserves. But Punky isn't just about speed and energy. He's affectionate, people-oriented, and has the kind of fun-loving personality that is guaranteed to keep his future family smiling. He's always ready for the next adventure, but he's also ready to build that special connection with a family he can finally call his own. Think of Punky as the ultimate high-motor player. He's got the energy, he's got the enthusiasm, he's got the personality, and most importantly, he's got a whole lot of love to give. Punky is neutered, vaccinated, and ready to report to his new team immediately. So Browns fans, if you're looking for a new teammate who loves to play, explore, stay active, and make every day a little more exciting, Punky just might be your guy. Let's help this young free agent find the perfect franchise, because Punky isn't looking for a one-year contract. He's looking for a lifetime deal. Who's ready to add Punky to their forever roster? Clip that. I think I loved all the dogs we met so far, but he may be the cutest so far.
It kind of reminds me of Petey from the Little Rascals with the thing around his eye.
The only difference, didn't he only have the one black eye?
Yeah, Petey only had one black eye.
Yeah, but now that you said that, Debit commented, so cute. He is a cute dog.
He is a cute dog. I tell you what, he is super cute.
We have Maya, so we're still good. And I did make this up, John. I was messing around with our thing, and I do have that to post. I almost posted it, but I wanted to wait.
Yeah, I like that.
So, I don't know if you could see that too well, but so I'll put that up after the show about Punky. I want to try and add something like that. I know we do our write-up, but so anyway, that's that. NFL news. I don't know if we got I know we had some stuff, but
let me run through this, Steve, real quick, because I pulled a couple things. We don't really have to comment too much on these.
Good luck with that, but okay.
Do a couple here. I'm not going to let you comment.
There you go. That's your best. There you go.
So the Chicago Bears are getting a Hallmark Christmas movie. They're it's called Holiday Touchdown: A Bears Love Story. Do you like Hallmark movies? You ever watch Hallmark movies?
I mean, I'm sure I have. It's been a while. I'm a bit of a sensitive guy, so yeah. I can't think of the last one I watched though.
I was on a Hallmark Christmas kick like 3 years ago. I watched like every day. I was watching a Hallmark Christmas movie. But anyway,
friend of ours, Lana, with the Bougie Sports Girls, and she also is on Dog Chug. She's been in a couple. She's a big star because she was in the latest Superman, but she's also done some of those Hallmark movies. And I think she's got a Christmas one. You know, she's a supporting, or what do you call them, an extra or whatever?
Extra.
But that's kind of cool. So anyway, sorry, you let me talk.
Oh, that right. Did you hear Jim Kelly suffered a stroke?
No, I didn't. I know he's had a ton of health issues. He's
66 years old. He had a stroke. Boy, this guy's been through a lot too, Steve. He battled mouth cancer.
Yeah, I remember.
And then he lost his son Hunter, who he was born with the illness in the brain, and then now he's got a stroke. So Jim Kelly, a tough cookie, man. He was a tough quarterback. All those guys back then were really tough.
They really were.
Here's a good one. DJ Moore. So he walked into a sporting goods store in Buffalo, and he bought $1,200 worth of his jersey. And he told the sporting goods store, just hand these out to people when they come in. If they're looking for a DJ Moore jersey. So he gave away I think it was 27 jerseys he gave away. Just bought them and told the guy to give them away. I thought that was pretty cool.
Really?
I'm going to ask you. Did you ever get a jersey of a player before you ever took a snap?
I think Couch.
I think that was mine too. I think Couch was the only time.
I think that was the only one that I'd ever gotten before he officially took a snap. And that was, but that was because we had just come back and all that good stuff. So
that's about all my NFL. I had more, but we're getting tight on time here, and I want to hear your rant and roll.
I was just going to ask if we had time for that today.
Yeah, Steve, I got time for it because I like to play the song. I play the song.
And you know what? I just realized we never played your video. You had a video you wanted to play of Johnny. Was it Johnny? I know.
Yeah, it was Johnny Manziel.
Little side things here, and I was like, "Oh, we forgot to do that." So I guess it's a moot point now, right?
I mean, we could. Yeah, let's do the rant and roll.
Okay.
Steve's gone crazy. Steve's gone mad. It's just another Steve's rant and roll.
That song's getting catchy to me. All right, I'm going to try and go through this one quick. Let me see if I can collect all my thoughts. But all right,
okay,
here we go. Somebody explain this to me. Why does Johnny Manziel still get to act like Cleveland did something wrong to him? Johnny, Cleveland didn't fail you. You failed Cleveland. The Browns drafted you in the first round. The fans bought your jersey. The city embraced Johnny football, but I didn't. But anyway, you were handed the keys to an NFL franchise, and what did you do with it? You didn't take the job seriously. You didn't put the work in. You wasted the opportunity. Now, were the Browns dysfunctional mess back then? Absolutely. But here's the difference. The Browns have been criticized for their mistakes for years. When does Johnny stop pointing at Cleveland and look in the damn mirror? You weren't some innocent victim of a bad organization. You weren't a first-round quarterback who cared. You were I'm all fired up with this. I'm so tired of hearing about this idiot. You were a first-round quarterback who cared more about being Johnny football than actually playing football. And now you root against the Browns? Go ahead. Nobody in Cleveland needs your support, but don't rewrite history. Don't act like Cleveland stole your career. The Browns didn't make you waste your talent. The fans didn't make you waste your opportunity. The city didn't make you throw away the chance that millions of people would give anything to have. Johnny Football didn't fail because of Cleveland. Johnny Football failed because Johnny Manziel couldn't handle Johnny Football. So root against us, hate us, talk about us, but stop playing the victim. Cleveland doesn't owe Johnny Manziel an apology. If anything, Johnny, you owe us an apology. I said what I said. Clip that. What do you think, John?
I couldn't agree more, Steve. He's such a little bitch.
I'm so sick of hearing him.
I'm so sick of him.
I wanted to smash my TV. I wanted to punch him in his face. That's my first football, and I'm like, anyway, whatever. I'm done. Tailgating. Let's get to some fun stuff.
All right, Latsu tailgating. So a couple of weeks ago, Steve, we talked about the Muni Lot and as a place to go and tailgate. Today, we're going to talk about Burke Lakefront Airport. It's a solid choice.
Yep.
Some great things about Burke Lakefront Airport. One, Steve, if you don't have to get to Burke Lakefront at 6 a.m.
The best benefit, especially when you're older like us.
Yeah, you can get there at 8:30 and get a great spot.
Yep.
There are 660 spaces at Burke Lakefront Airport.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I actually did some. I put the work in, Steve. I'm doing my time. I'm putting the work in.
I expect you to be able to clicker counting 1, 2 every spot.
$50 game day parking. Now, Steve, I don't recall if it's only cash or if you can pay card. Do you remember?
I've never. I couldn't. I thought it was always cash.
I thought so too. So if you're going, make sure you have at least $50 in your pocket.
Right.
The nice thing with Burke Lakefront Airport, they have the indoor bathrooms.
Yeah.
So
the ladies that tailgate with us love that.
Yeah. It's also when it gets cold out, it's nice to get a little break from the cold because they have the building, I guess it's the terminal that you can go in and warm up if you need to.
And a quick side note, sorry to interrupt, you let me talk too much. What's the one that's all over the place where Reflog, McNeil, those guys, what's that played again? Or Big Play Sports?
Yes.
They have their studios there. I remember seeing a sign.
Oh, inside Burke.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either until I forget why I was looking. I'm like, oh, that's where that. So yeah, that's where those guys do some of their. That's where their studio is, I guess. So sorry.
Oh, that's fine. The one thing you do when you go to Burke Lakefront Airport, when you're leaving, you can only go to the east when you leave.
Yeah.
You cannot go to the west because that goes the marginal goes down to the stadium. So just keep in mind if you're a West Sider and you park at Burke, you need to swing all the way down to like Martin Luther Boulevard and then jump on the shoreway and get back.
No,
what?
No, you go up that marginal and you can go to 55th and swing.
What did I say? Did I say 55th?
No, you said Martin Luther King.
Oh, I was thinking 50. I'm sorry. Yep, East 55th.
Next one down, but you can go 55th and loop back around. So it's actually not that bad.
No, it's not. And I find too that going through the parking lot at the Muni at Burke Lakefront Airport is a little bit better than Muni lot. There's not as much glass and containers and garbage.
There's none. People pick up their stuff. It's like you didn't even tailgate almost. It's so much better. That is one of the few benefits. It doesn't, let's be honest, it doesn't have the atmosphere that the Muni lot has and is known for, but it has its advantages too.
It does. Well, and I think also if you have a family and you're going with kids, the Muni lot is not really a place to bring younger kids to. I don't feel. I think that going to Burke Lakefront Airport's a better tailgating spot with families.
I would agree with that. That's probably true.
Yeah. So that's it for Latsu tailgating. Burke Lakefront Airport next week. We will probably move over to the west side, or not next week, but the next episode I do this, we'll move to the west side and maybe West 3rd and Summit. Our buddy, Section 536 guy.
How could you forget? His favorite thing was the Ice Cube favorite player.
Ice Cube, that's right. The Cube, Gerald McNeil.
Yes, sir. So looking forward to that. We got to have him on the show.
Yeah, we should.
We got to have some people on the show. We got to expand our horizon. So, all righty, my friend. Well, thanks for that. We will end
I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I hope I don't forget people, but Mike Palmer, Dominic, Rossi, Rob Jacobs, Debbie, thank you for your comments. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Wet Jet, Pressure Washing, and Poo Poo We Do. Check them out. You have their information on our website, both good companies. You see where we are on social media, pretty much YouTube, Facebook, X, TikTok, the website. There's a gleam.com. Check out the Gleam store. A lot of good merchandise up there and always adding and changing. And I think we're going to have something coming up here in the next few weeks before the start of the season. I think we may have some new fresh merchandise, hats and stuff. We're working on some logos right now. And then remember, John usually does a fabulous job of same day getting us up. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or the YouTube podcast, John gets us up that same day. And help us spread the word. Facebook, we're growing. We'd like to build up that YouTube following. So help us out. John, anything you want to add here?
No, except I'm getting ready to go and call the Cleveland Browns and figure out what's going on with my tickets right now.
Don't leave me. That would suck if you're not next to me.
Oh, they're not getting. Trust me, they need me.
You've been with them since.
They need me more than I need them.
That is true. I do believe that. Yeah, no. I hope you get that situated, and then so next week, then we should be able to. We'll find out if we get some Browns tickets, training camp tickets.
Training camp, yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, my friend. Well, it's good to be back. I really, like I said, we can't take any weeks off because we forget everything.
It's a disaster.
Issues. So that just proves we got to keep doing it. So appreciate everybody joining us. Once again, bonus. We should just call this over an hour show. We never do an hour, which if you didn't work, I think we'd go longer.
I know.
Too bad. So anyway, want to thank everyone for joining us. Have a great week. And as Coach Marty Schottenheimer would say,
Gleam, man. There's a gleam. Let's get the gleam. All right, let's go.
All right, everybody. Have a great week and go Browns.